me. Who I am, fine with me. It's who I am. It's who I am. Oh, who I am. It's fine with me. It's who I am. It's who I am.
Hi everybody, it's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? Welcome to our show. We're so glad you're here. Tonight is Tuesday, April 11th. We are coming to you live from New York City. Then Leo is Idlewild, California. And our guests are, one is in New Jersey, one is in Queens. We are covering our bases, so to speak, because you know what tonight is? It's our baseball season kickoff show. Oh my God, look who's joined us. Danielle from D Enlightened and Dee from Dee's Enlightened Edits. Happy Tuesday, Maria and Leo. It's a special night. Jupiter conjuncts our sun, so a night to make 3 wishes and good luck and positive expansion. I love that. Ooh. And speaking of weather girl, as Leo calls her, my cousin Rena Cugnali-Bergia has joined us. Hello and happy Tuesday. Flowers. I love that. Something about flowers. You know what, Rena, the last few weeks have been a lot of information, a lot of show stuff. This week, I felt like we needed to goof around a little bit. Because next week, we're going back into a heavy hitter. I have a heavy hitter next week.
And don't we have some of the most handsomest guys to goof around with today?
No, tonight is just my reward for my crazy week. I was looking at different schedules and I said, you know what I really want to do? I want to hang out with Chris DiPiero, even though he's a Yankee fan and I'm a Red Sox fan, but that's how much I love him because I can look past that. I love him. And then Anthony Barilli, oh my God, when I think of the most rabid of Mets fans, who do I think of? Anthony Barilli. Rena says spring flowers are all in bloom. Dan, I believe, especially your backyard, Rena, because I know your handsome husband takes care of all that. Ron Berge, who was Mr. February, he originated the role of Mr. February in our calendar. Now, speaking of which, we are in a new month, right?
Uh-huh.
Tell us about that, Leo.
Well, we are in April, and I know that guns are a hot topic right now across the nation, but I thought we'd look at some different guns.
Oh, wow.
And we look at these ones here, along with some great record collections.
Yes. Jerry D., whose birthday, I believe, is the 25th of April. It is also Barbara Streisand's birthday, and a couple of other famous people, Shirley MacLaine's, I believe. But, yes, Jerry Diefenbach, look at those guns.
Right?
Yeah, I saw him on Facebook today. He ran like 8 miles today.
Yeah, what was that, running around to the beach or something like that?
Well, he has a little, he and Greg have a little house on the beach, little weekend place that they've always gone to. So I think that's where he was, out in Long Island, where Danielle is from. So let me just talk about Danielle for a second, because she is our friend. She's amazing.
I didn't know she was in Long Island.
She's in the island of Long, yes. Close to Lynn, I think.
Long.
Anyway, so Danielle is out in Long Island, and she is a spiritual medium. She's a teacher. She's a healer. She does incredible readings. I had one myself, and it blew my mind. And a lot of my family and friends have gotten them. I got the quantum session, which I highly recommend. And my family and friends, same thing. And they all were raving. So if you are someone that likes that kind of thing, would like to see if there is a message for you from the other side, which there always is. These sessions last about an hour, a little bit more, maybe sometimes a little less, but I cannot recommend it enough. And it's also a wonderful gift, like I gave it as gifts to people. So that's Danielle. Yes, Leo, did you want to say something?
I was saying, Danielle, if Vin Scully kind of, finds his way to make a question or something like that, let us know. Don't hold back any Vin Scully.
What?
You know who Vin Scully is?
No, I don't think so.
Vin Scully was the announcer for the Dodgers. Who passed
Oh!
away. Scully. And
okay.
He started in Brooklyn with the Dodgers.
Really? That's a great story.
A wonderful voice of a generation. People, we have announcers and stuff now, but not the same as listening to
Oh,
Vince
I
Scully.
love that.
And his conversation, the art of gab that he had, and the facts that he knew, and the way that he was familial and involved with the players. So
yeah, I love that. I love people like that. They don't just call a game; they give you all these amazing.
Who
facts.
is it in Boston? Who is it in Boston?
It's Oh my God, I just went blank, but because I was thinking of him. They call him Mad Dog, not Mad Dog. Mad Dog is the guy from the. I'll think of it in a minute.
And
but
Harry Carey used to be Chicago. He was he was Chicago Cubs.
Rem Dog. That's what they call him. Remy, Jerry Remy. They call him Rem Dog.
For the Boston Red Sox.
Yes. So he's the guy there that you hear that voice. It's like, I love that when you're watching baseball and you hear a voice and you absolutely know it's your team. Yeah.
And my family used to do that. My grandfather, Ignacio, my middle name, Ignacio, had a cuartito that my grandma used to send him to, his room. And he's in the garage because he was a woodworker. He's made rocking chairs and bureaus for the family. And we used to go, in the background, he'd be working, son, whatever. But you would always hear the Dodgers. The game was always on.
My grandfather too, my Nana Jitty, he always had a transistor radio. Always.
And those were summers for me growing up. You lying in the park, listening to the transistor AM radio.
Oh, I still love it. I love that stuff.
Taking naps through it because you were that young and you could,
Yeah.
Lazy Saturday afternoons.
Announcers, Danielle's laughing at the announcers from the other side. Hey, why not? Okay, so tonight, we are in April, the month of April, and it's still a little chilly. Today was actually beautiful here. I don't know about you, Leo, but it was beautiful here.
70 degrees up here.
Yep, we were 72, and so it was really super fun. And last night, I was at Stonewall. Oh, I got to put a plug in for this. And actually, Chris Shapiro, you need to come to the show. There's a show at Stonewall on Mondays once a month, and it's different Mondays, but once a month. It's called Velvet Stardust. It's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen.
I saw pictures of that. Chauncey put up, I think.
What it is it's a full-on rock band, like unbelievable rock, classic rock. And then there's dancers. Like gorgeous, amazing dancers.
That's what it was then. Okay.
Oh my God! And they sing too. So the girls are like one girl sing a couple of numbers, and then she'll come up for the next number and dance, and it's amazing. So I highly recommend Velvet Stardust at the Stonewall Inn upstairs.
So is it a troupe of people, Maria? That together. I miss that kind of that people had when they come together like that to perform.
And before we start our show, I got a shout out. Okay, so during COVID, I was teaching online, right? And I started a class called Express Yourself. And kids from all over the country or other countries could just Zoom in and meet and talk about anything creative, and they could show what they did. So I met this amazing little boy. His name is Magnus Filburn. And his grandmother is my friend. She lives in England, and she got him the classes.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. Okay.
Oh, my God. He and I have we loved each other then. We completely connected. And so he sent me, I always buy him little art supplies. Look at what he made for me and mailed it to me. Isn't that amazing?
Are those Transformers?
Yes. He's really talented.
Awesome.
And his mom's an amazing artist, too.
How old is he?
I think he's maybe 10 or 11.
That's really good.
I know. He's really good. So shout out to Magnus Filburn.
Good job.
And miss and his grandmother and mom and just wonderful people. And dad. So anyway, just a shout out to teachers all over the place out there that connect with their students. And so Magnus, I haven't even... It's too late because now they're sleeping. So I got it today in the mail. I just opened it. So I'm going to reach out to his mom.
Did he sign it for you?
I believe he did. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I believe he did. Yes. To Maria from Magnus. Look how cute that is.
Beautiful.
Oh, my God. He's the sweetest kid. Oh, my God.
Kenny Holcomb.
Okay. So Kenny Holcomb has joined us. Fantastic. All right. So I think that we should waste no more time, because we have two rascally rabbits that are joining us tonight.
Which rascal do you want to bring in first?
Well, I feel like because I'm a Red Sox fan, we should bring in my rival first, and then we should bring in our other friend. And so we have Chris DePiero is a Yankee fan, and I love him anyway. It's but now you see what he just did. That's not right.
Tim,
now it's hard to love you. He just wrote Bucky Dent / Aaron Boone / Thurman Munson.
I did.
Why?
I'm so sorry. I don't know what's
What do you
going
mean
on.
you're so sorry? Those are our arch
I don't
enemies.
know. Listen,
Red Sox fan, and you don't see Anthony Barilli doing anything like that.
No.
He writes Anthony Mr. Met Barilli. That's why I love you, Anthony. That's what he does.
Leo takes care of that for me.
Yeah, because he's the Dodger fan,
He's my
right?
agent.
look at that fake background he has.
No, it's not fake. That's his real background, just like mine's real too. All right, so oh my God, Anthony Mr. Met Barilli,
There's more stuff in there.
will you please explain
It
to me?
looks like Shea Stadium blew up.
You know what? I love it. Anthony, will you talk? You know who else is a Mets fan? Lynn Porter's genius. So talk about
Good people.
your wall. What do we have there?
What's that here in my room?
Yeah. The show. Tell everybody that not everybody knows what that is. Tell us about your wall, Anthony.
Well, this is, a little bit of Met collecting over the last,
A little
55
bit.
years. Yeah, a little bit.
I love it. I love it.
You're talking about great broadcasters. These two gentlemen right here.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Whoops, sorry, Connor and Murphy. Who the best
Wow.
broadcasters.
Okay, you see, you remember
These three guys right here, Gary.
Wow! Look at that!
And the transistor radios I got.
Oh my God.
Wow! You really got it, Anthony. You got it, Anthony. I love that.
It's a
You
museum.
know what? It is a museum, and I respect that because I got a wall myself, so I know
I got nothing.
all about it. I know all about it. Look at my wall, my Red Sox wall. I know. Look at Chris. It's just like he doesn't even want to see it. And you know what? I got to tell you something. You see who I have here behind me, Chris?
Oh.
Carlton Fisk.
Hey, Thurman Munson was the greatest catcher.
No, he didn't say that. He said I should have kicked the shit out of him when I had the chance.
They tried
Oh, my
to.
God.
Is that our bobblehead from Bobblegate?
Yes, it is the boss. Remember, Chris DePiero ran my show. The only time I had another person run my show, I was in Italy.
You know
And
what? I
Chris
regret.
DePiero-
Silvana.
I'm glad you regret it because we won the World Series that year. Thanks to
Oh,
you. You
thank
put a
you.
hex on it. You
I
put
don't
a hex
remember.
on.
I don't remember.
Who's joined us?
Andy Krasny.
Well, he's a Yankee fan. Andy is a Yankee fan. Kenny Holken, I don't know, Kenny, who's your team down? I know you're in Tennessee, but who's your team down there?
He's a Yankee fan, of course.
He might be. He lives in New York for
It's
a while.
gotta be.
All right. So,
Yes.
Chris, what do you want to tell us? What do you want to tell us before we start talking? I know.
We're on our way to the World Series. That's it. What do you think?
How many games have we played?
The Rays are going to go undefeated this year? No way. That's it. I was at the game. I was at Game 3 of the season, and John Carlos Stanton hit a home run, and it's
There
probably
you go,
still
thank you.
That's it. We're making our move.
Anthony, you're coming in and out. I don't know if you want to get closer, maybe, or something.
Oh, I heard
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Things
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Maybe that's it. I don't know. It's the sound. Okay, so what do we need to know here? The Yankees are in. Look at the Red Sox. They're in last place. But we've only played what? 10 games? 8 games?
Yeah, and you lost half of them.
It's okay. It's not a big deal. You know, this happens every year with me and you. We talk. Let me just explain something to our listeners. The Red Sox notoriously always do lousy in April.
May, June, July.
No. And then they do great at the end of the season. They come back. Last year, not so good. That's what they're known for. They're Seabiscuit. I've said this many times. They have to come from behind to win. You guys come out very strong, and then you peter out after the after
Oh, we
July?
cruise. We cruise.
Cruise. All right, you cruise.
I mean,
Anthony, Anthony, you got all new stuff going on. You got a new owner for the Mets, right?
Yes. Can you hear me okay?
What do you think of the new owner?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you
Yeah,
hear me?
Okay, good. The new owner is great.
Come closer, Anthony.
So he's spent the money. It's on time. So that's fine for the
All right, hold on. We're losing Anthony's sound.
I think he's saying that Thurman Munson was the greatest.
No,
catcher.
no, he's not.
He wasn't?
He's Anthony. Let me.
Very nice. I have to say. Can you hear me?
He
A
sounds
little bit. The sound's coming in and out. I don't know why.
All right. Because I have a nice computer.
Okay, all right. So
If this is somebody else, let me put the echo.
okay, let's just stay close to it, Ant, because I love what Anthony has to say here. It is very important that we hear what Anthony has to say. All right, Anthony. So tell us that again.
Keep going.
All right. Hold on, Ant, because we're losing your sound again. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's go to Chris for a minute.
Yes.
And we'll try to fix your sound. And
Yes.
Leo, what do you think is happening?
I'm not sure. Maybe his batteries are low in his earpods.
No, it's
Is it the computer?
It's either that or you're on Wi-Fi and not connected into the, and so there's some interference.
All right, but now I heard him this time. So try again, Anthony. Try
maybe
again.
if I don't overmount.
If you don't hold the what? Yeah, if you don't hold the what? I mean, whatever you're holding, maybe you shouldn't hold it.
Call in from your phone, Ant. Like go on.
No, we want to see him.
No, he can do it on his phone now.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, maybe he's right. Zoom
I
in
am
from your
right.
phone,
I hear
Anthony.
All right,
All right, try that, honey.
Yeah, well, you're
Yeah, but
doing
you
that.
got to shut off. Zoom out here and then
Listen.
zoom back in.
Phil Rizzuto, Bill White. I mean, you guys are going to talk about Vince Scully? The guy was barely an announcer.
What?
What, he was on there for like, what,
Oh
3
my
years?
God.
Oh my God!
Listen,
Now
we
he's
got
really
This
he's trying
is
to push
what-
everybody's
What
buttons.
happened? Oh, what happened?
Oh,
to
and now Chris got.
Oh
Chris
no, I
got-
can't hear him. Oh,
Oh, my
there it
God.
is.
We still got John Sterling. Come on.
Wow! Wow! I can't believe
What
that.
do you guys say? You got two former pitchers on the Mets. I have no idea who the Dodgers got now. Probably Vince Scully's grandson.
Oh
You
no!
know, some
He's-
kind of deal made on the side to get him as the announcer. And the Red Sox, I don't know. They
Red
got
Sox-
a former player, Jerry Remming.
Jerry Remy, he's fantastic.
He's famous for
Remgar.
getting hit by a pitch or something.
No, he's amazing. He's
Amazing.
amazing. Anthony, what's going on?
I don't know.
All right, listen.
Hey,
Here's
I don't know.
here's what I say. Zoom out, and then come in through your phone. So go to your Facebook. Go to your face. Oh, but we can hear you now.
Well,
All right. So
I'm
what
so
do we?
sorry.
That's okay.
Thank you,
I
man.
love what you have to say. So the new owner. What do we think?
Thumbs up on the new owner.
Okay, thumbs up on the new owner. Spent a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Did you
he's
get
spending
any-
money
Well,
like it's
Did
Tell
you
us
get?
where the money is.
Here's the
Money's
thing.
on the injured reserve or the IR or something. Verlander,
It's
their
cool.
pitcher, is hurt.
Well, give him
Well,
a chance. It's only
they-
April.
A typical move of the Mets is they like signing older guys that were great stars in their prime and then come to the Mets to, cross the finish line.
Okay, I like that.
What
What are we looking at here, Leo?
This is currently the Mets versus the San
That
Diego.
is. We have 2 men on base.
Okay. Oh, you're watching it as I love that.
Would I come on the
Yeah,
show
the
to
game's
watch the
over.
Met game?
We're just
You know what? Try to play nice.
we're just peeking in.
All right.
The Yankees won today already, so they're solidly in second place.
All right. Well, good because the Rays are really kicking butt, right?
Yeah, and so, Tampa
Well-
Bay. They got fake noise in that stadium.
What do you mean?
They pipe in fake noise to make it seem like the stadium's crowded. It's embarrassing.
No, is that true?
It's embarrassing. Yeah, they've been doing it for years.
Oh, no, that I don't like.
No,
No.
that could be. Yeah, nobody knows.
You guys, look who it is. It's Julie Cesari.
Julie.
Julie Cesari was the director of Tony and Tina's wedding when I started. Anthony, did you work with Julie?
Julie hired me, yeah.
Julie hired you? She hired me, too.
She did.
That's not Julie.
No.
No,
that-
this is the biggest Yankees fan we have today.
He's handsome.
Oh my God, he's very happy, very happy. Okay, so guess who's just joined us? So Julie Cesari is in Santa Monica. We love Julie. Thank you, Julie, for changing our lives. And
Sweet Monica. Santa Monica.
Santa Monica, that's what I
Hi,
said.
Julie.
And then look who else has just joined us. She says, "Hi, my loves." Lynn Portish.
Beautiful woman.
Genius. Okay, so Lynn is a Mets fan too. Anthony and Lynn are Mets fan. Oh, Chris.
You're gonna be okay,
gotta-
Chris. You don't look
No.
good.
It's all right. I
Leo-
mean, she's from Long Island, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, she's originally from Staten Island.
Staten
she was
Island.
the one-
Well,
Yeah, I know. So, Leo, what do we need to know about the Dodgers this year? They did really well last year, right?
Most likely they'll start up really strong and end up in the putter again.
Oh,
Or they usually start out pretty weak, and then after the All-Star game, they start to kick up.
that's what the Red Sox do. They
that
come
tends
back
to
in a
be the
big way. Justine Mary has joined us. That is
what a
Anthony's beautiful
fantastic
wife.
woman she is.
She really is.
Her and Lynn Portis were two beautiful women in my life.
And she goes, "Let's go Mets." She's
She's another Met fan. Unbelievable.
Gail Carolyn. Hi, Gail. She says, "Hey, Maria. Hey, Gail. How's it going?"
Hi, Gail.
All right. So
So how many games are you guys going to go see this year?
you go to see a lot of games, Anthony?
I go to, I do more when the kids are younger. Probably go to between 6 and 10 games.
6 and 10 games. That's a lot of games, I think.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I almost went tonight. I forgot we had this. I was looking at the weather. Yeah, I think it's close. I'm 10 minutes
You're close,
away.
right? Yeah, you're not far.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. And your kids
I
now
love
are in
going to-
college, though, right? Your kids are
Yeah.
in college. Who do you go with? Your beautiful wife?
My beautiful wife.
I love that. I love that.
She's a Mets
she's-
fan.
She says we're both Mets fans. Chris, think about it.
Think about it.
Think about it.
Nah.
Eh, no. Hey,
That was
Kristen,
his
have you
thinking face.
have you gone to a game yet this year, Chris?
Yes, I went to the third game of the year with
Really?
my fantastic nephew Jake, and Giancarlo Stanton hit a home run that it's still going. In fact, I just caught it.
Wow!
I just caught it.
How
That's
did you do
Giancarlo
that?
Stanton's home run.
How did you do
Mad.
that?
Wait,
That's
can we
amazing.
get, I don't believe that. Can we get a slow replay on that, please? On that catch?
I
Going
can't
back to
read
the
that.
camera.
Yes, I went to a Yankee game already, and Stanton hit this home run 485 feet. It was insane.
Wow!
It was crazy. It was really crazy. He hit it to a part of the ballpark, dead center field, where everybody was kind of partying there. There's no seats. They just go back there to eat and drink, And it was crazy. And they won 6-0, so it was a great day. And
Yeah,
beautiful
no,
game.
I mean, I hate to say it because they are my rivals, but they're kind of on fire.
Well,
For now.
They're
we got the MVP is back. He's a billionaire.
Aaron Judge.
Yes.
Leo, would you mind showing that picture?
Oh.
Yes, Aaron Judge came to Brandy's about maybe 2 months ago. This is before he signed with the Yankees. And he is gigantic, like a tree. He's so big. We couldn't get him in because he wanted privacy. And if you've ever been to Brandy's Piano Bar, you know that there's not a private corner in there. It's wall-to-wall people and really great people.
Please.
What's that, honey?
Privacy, please.
Yep, no privacy at the... But anyway, he took a picture with our doorman, Will.
Ah,
Wow, look at how... That's a big guy. That is... didn't he break Roger Maris's record last year?
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
For the most home, the most home runs for a right-handed hitter.
Wow. So
yeah.
now 61 was Maris's record. Do you remember, Anthony, what he ended up with? What Judge ended up with that? I mean, not Anthony. I'm sorry, Chris. Do you remember what he ended up with?
He hit his 62nd home run on the next to last game of the year.
Wow.
Yes, it was very tensive.
Yeah.
Yes, and he hit it, and then he took the next day off.
Sometimes you have to do that. You have to. I'm sure he was celebrating all night.
But yeah, you can imagine the pressure he was on for all that time, and then almost not doing it.
That's true, because it was everybody. Do you think people were not pitching to him on purpose because they didn't want to be the pitcher?
Oh, a few for sure.
Yeah, because I think about that, because everybody always sees that over and over and over, and it's
because sometimes it's so obvious too.
Yeah,
they don't want to give up. I'm like, I don't even remember the guy's name who gave up a home run to anybody.
Well, you'd be surprised. I mean, some people do remember that.
Yeah, I remember Thurman Munson hit a home run off of Louis Tiant once.
What? That's our guy.
A few times. Reggie Jackson probably hit a home run off of...
yeah, just like Big Papi hit a bunch of home runs off of Mariano Rivera. I mean, but I don't remember anything like that. Or Manny Ramirez kind of crushed all of y'all.
It's a horrible point in my life. That
I know. Remember that? Hey, I'm going to reminisce a little bit here. Remember when the Red Sox were down 3-0 because the Yankees, all they needed was one more game. Yeah, Anthony, you could come to your phone and then just zoom out from your computer.
Can you hear me right now?
Yes, we can.
Oh, wow.
Is that better?
So much better. Oh, my God.
Okay, so I'm going to keep the mic on the picture on the computer.
All right, I love that.
Smart, this guy.
But and then I want to hear back from Anthony since we have sound. But I do remember that season vividly. So all the Yankees had to do was win one more game, and they would have gone to the World Series. And the Red Sox did the impossible and won 4 games in a row.
Oh, my God. It was horrible.
Are you okay? Are you still recovering from that? And then
well, you make me think of it. You always do. You always bring up that. And
well, because you totally rub it in with your name.
I do?
Yeah, you totally rub it in. So
if I was going to rub it in, I put, like, Bucky Dent's name everywhere.
You did. You put it up there.
Fuck.
I know. That's what I mean. All right. Brian Johnson is watching, my friend from high school. He's a Red Sox
fan. This guy from AC/DC, Brian Johnson.
Well, this is my friend Brian Johnson, who works for the Stoneham Police Department. He is my buddy. Hector Garcia from Miami has joined us. Hi, Hector. Connor Weiss has joined. Hi, Connor Weiss, my sweetheart. Alan, how do I say this name? Schultes is watching as well. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Okay, Anthony.
Hey, I'm back.
Beautiful. Now I want to hear what you have to say to us. So the new owner you think is great. What else do I need to know about the Mets this year?
Okay, so the Mets. So we lost Jacob deGrom. That was tough.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I think he needed to go back south. He's from Florida.
Okay.
Florida. And I don't know. I guess he wasn't happy, in New York. I can't really figure it out. It'll come out one day.
Yeah.
So he's in Texas. So that's tough to lose a 2-time Cy Young winner,
Yeah.
He was with the Mets from his whole career.
He had that great
and he's
hair.
in Texas now. We lost Edwin Diaz during the World Baseball Classic.
Because
during his celebration.
Himself, right?
He was the best. Currently the best closer in baseball.
Oh my God, I saw that. That was painful. I thought of you. So tell us about that. So he was doing the World Baseball tournament.
So Puerto Rico won a game. I think they beat Mexico or whatever. So they're celebrating after the game on the mound. The third out, he got the third out with the close, and they're jumping up and down on the mound, and all of a sudden he's on the ground.
Oh, Jesus.
And he's out for 12 months.
Oh,
my God.
Why?
That's a year.
That is a year.
That's why Chris is an educator.
That's right. He is so smart, as they would say in Massachusetts.
So he put on a Met uniform, and now he's out for 12 months.
Unbelievable. I thought of you. I almost cried for you. I thought, I
appreciate that.
I really did. And celebrating. Like, come on, man, get it together.
Unbelievable.
But this is what happens with these young kids.
So the Mets, the Mets will be the Mets, and I'm used to it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it has to be hard. it has to be painful.
I get it.
Yeah, I know you get it.
I get it.
But you know what? You don't really get it even as much because your team has won 4 World Series already in, the last, 20 years?
The last 20 years. But we hadn't won one since in 86 years. Look at Kristen Piero. He's
Yeah.
Oh, the days when the Red Sox didn't win one. That was the days I yearned for. Now I got.
Well, the Red Sox have won more World Series in the last 20 years than the Yankees have.
Yes, I think than any team. Like they've won the most.
Not any team.
So well, no, but I think they've won the most in the last 20 years. They have the most.
Oh, I see.
But I do think that. Hold on. How about the Cardinals? Have they won a few times?
No, they
always make it.
Yeah, no, I don't think they've won. Maybe one. They get there. They always produce a good team.
Yeah, they really do.
Just like the Braves. The Braves, unbelievable, cannot win a World Series.
It's been a while, right?
Well, they've won. Would they win 2 World Series? I think in the last whatever.
But they
beat the Yankees.
Oh, right.
96.
Right.
Yeah. They did. I think that might be their last World Series. So we have bigger fish to fry, though, Maria.
Okay, tell me.
As far as baseball goes, they're trying to kill me.
Okay.
MLB is trying to kill me.
I know, Anthony. I know. Now, what do you think of the clock on the pitcher?
Oh, there's so many problems.
Okay.
And I tell you, the clock on the pitcher is at the bottom of the list of the problems.
Wow. Do you agree with this, Chris?
I love it.
You love the
Yeah.
The clock?
Okay.
I hate the runner on second base in the extra innings. I hate that.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems.
It's unnatural.
So the clock. Okay, it speeds up the game.
Yes.
But the beauty of baseball was one of the beauties of baseball was that it was a game without time limits.
Right.
That was the only game. No other game is like that. Even no other game is like that. Football has a clock. Hockey, everything has a clock.
Right.
Okay, so now they have a clock. Okay, again, on the bottom of the list of our problems with baseball. Biggest problem might be what Chris just mentioned, this man on second base.
What is this? Can you explain it to our listeners?
So, during COVID, this all started during COVID.
Okay.
So, during COVID, we had a shortened season. They were trying to keep it short and sweet. So, they started this rule where in extra innings, we're going to start with a man on second base.
Why? Just to make it easier to
make the game faster.
Oh, I don't like that.
Exactly. So they didn't get rid of that.
I don't like that at all.
They didn't. Exactly. It's ridiculous. It reminds me of when you're a kid and you're playing outside with your friends and it's starting to get dark out and your mother's going to call you for dinner and you got to figure out a way to wrap this thing up.
You know what? You're right.
Are you kidding me? You don't put a guy on second base.
No,
you got to earn second base.
Exactly. That's like everybody gets a trophy.
Terrible.
I hate it. I would hate that. Hold on. Let's take a second. We have new people that have come in.
Oh, Bucky Dent.
Yeah, Marty G has come in from Staten Island. Hi, Marty G.
That's Bobby Kent.
I bet Marty G.
Bobby Kent.
Bobby knows.
Bobby Kent has joined us. He's in Tennessee. He's a big, huge Yankee fan.
Andy Paskey's got a trivia question for you.
Bobby's got
Hold on, I got one more. I got Corey Ellers, my friend, who's so sweet. She has joined us. Hi, Corey. And I don't know what team she roots for, but
Yankees.
I don't know. She might. She's very attractive. So
really?
I don't know. No, she's not single. But listen, how many times do I have to tell you to come to Brandy's? I'm there on Fridays and Saturdays.
I was so close to coming Friday, to believe me.
Oh my God, there's like 1 trillion screaming single women. Screaming at the top of their lungs. Just jumping up.
I wanted me the quiet one.
Oh, you wanted me the quiet one. Forget it. I can't promise you
Andy Paskey says 2 things. He says, players with big contracts must feel the pressure to deliver.
Yes.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
The trivia question. What MLB team never made it to the World Series.
That's Seattle.
No, is that true?
Could be. That could be.
I mean, I know it used to be the. Well, no, it wasn't the Cubs because they did make it 108 years before they did actually won. I don't know. That's an excellent.
That could be a good guess.
Maria,
What do you mean? It could be a good guess.
Is it
either a good guess or it could be a good guess? What the? That's the thing with these Met fans. They don't give out credit where credit's due. I've argued with Anthony for hours about this. He just don't get it.
Oh my God!
Can we talk about a real scandal? I mean, this little baseball.
I'm coming over there.
Yeah, what's the real scandal?
The real scandal is that the Dodgers have lost their Dodger dog.
What? What do you mean? When I was at Dodger Stadium, I had a Dodger dog.
They
what kind of show is this?
Discontinued this year.
Why?
The Dodger dog. I don't know.
Why would they do that? I don't understand. Why do these... You know what? I hate change. I hate it. I am someone that likes tradition, and I like... I mean, I don't like... If something works, why would you change it?
The Farmer John Dodger dog gone.
I don't know.
Rest in peace, 2023.
And Anthony, I'm with... Oh, my God.
And that is baseball.
So what's the answer to the trivia question to the gentleman?
You were right, Seattle.
Seattle. How did you know that, Andy?
The Yankee fans know everything.
Oh, apparently.
Thank you, Andrew.
That's right.
Wow. You know what? I'm going to see it. Bobby Kent, maybe I can send you a link to join us. Wouldn't that be funny?
Ooh. Wow, Joe Pepitone. Now you're talking.
Yeah, Joe Pepitone. Wow. So, hold on a second. So, Anthony, continue.
We have more problems.
Yeah, tell me about the problems. I want to hear more. I want to
the
hear
man
more.
on second base. We talked about that. Here comes a really big one. This is good. They made the bases larger.
Why? Why?
Why? Oh, why? Because they're trying to kill me. That's why.
I don't understand.
So the bases went from. We're gonna do a little math here. The bases went from 15 inches square to 18 inches square. Okay. So
15 to 18. That's a considerable difference.
That is a considerable difference. So let's talk a little bit about this. Number one, baseball was a perfect game. Perfect.
Yeah,
think about it.
I agree.
90 feet, 30 years, 90 feet. The level of athletes, 90 feet is. How close are plays to first base? How close are they all the time? 90 feet, perfect. Game is, and it's a game of 9. No, right? If you know about the game is of 9 innings, 9 strikes per inning, right? 90 feet.
Wow.
27 outs. 2 plus 7 is 9. It's a game of 9s, just like that. Anyway, it's true. So now you're 3 inches closer to home plate.
That's what she said.
Between first and second, here comes one that's bigger than you, Chris. 6 inches.
Whoa.
6.
Whoa. Wow.
Between first and second. Why? Because they want to have more steals. They need to make the game more exciting.
But you know what? I am so angry about this, and I'll tell you why. They need to. Baseball was, how many years did it exist as it was? And I would say it was safely the most popular sport we have, right?
America's favorite pastime.
Right, America's favorite pastime. So what nutbag said, we need to make this more exciting? Why? Because the world is changing. So
I'll tell you why. Because they want more entertainment to raise those salaries that are undeserved anyway.
So you mean they want more time for commercials, or
more time?
No, they need a younger fan base, and the younger fan base gets instant gratification because they scroll on TikTok and Instagram, and they see a 30-second thing, and they see it. So they need more hits. They need more. The bases larger are going to create more hits and more stolen bases.
Sad. This really
and more stolen bases.
Yeah, Andy Prasky, I'm going to send you a link. Maybe you can join us quickly. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I got something to say to Andy.
Yeah, Andy's he's a Yankee fan.
Yeah,
so, and we're going to get back to if please remind me
maybe
about what Leo just said about their salaries. Okay, we're going to get back to what Leo, please, what he said about their salaries, which brought in another change to MLB this year because of these salaries.
And Bobby Kent, I sent you a link too. This is crazy.
It's on.
It's just, I don't like
it's really,
it.
you know.
But you're right. It's because of the younger generation, and they want.
Well, yeah,
not only salaries, those stadiums, those multi-big stadiums, they need maintenance, they need fixing, they need to be retrofitted for earthquakes and tornadoes now where we are in the country.
So what did they allow this season to addressing this point of money? As if they don't make it.
Chills.
They allowed them. Hey, Bobby!
Hi, Bobby.
Oh my God, Bobby. Now listen, this is how much I love you guys and how much I love this conversation. I am inundating us with Yankee fans as a Red Sox fan. But I know that you guys know what you're talking about. So, Bobby, you heard what Anthony had to say. What do you think of what the changes?
I hate them all.
You see?
But when I went to the stadium, the games were in black and white. I started going to games in the 1950s, for crying out loud. I saw Mantle
black and white live.
Mickey Mantle hit an inside the park home run and limped all the way around the bases. It was like 1958, I think.
While holding the candle so you could see him.
The what?
While holding a candle, running the bases.
You know, it was crazy, though, because, you know, Billy Crystal talks about we all watched baseball on black and white TV, and our first days of going to the stadium was like, oh, my God. It's like blue and green and everything like that because we grew up watching it.
Because you didn't know. By the way, I want to take this moment
like the Wizard of Oz
to talk.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right.
I want to talk about. I want to put this out there. There's an amazing book by Doris Kearns Goodwin, who is now she's in her 80s, but
Yankee
she wrote
fan.
it. No, actually, she's not. She was a Dodger fan. She grew up in Brooklyn. She was a Dodger fan, and then she was heartbroken when they moved from New York to L.A. But she wrote a beautiful book called Maybe Next Year or something.
Wait till next year.
Wait till next year. It's one of my favorite all-time books. You guys will all love it. And it's what you're talking about, Bobby. She used to sit at home as a little kid and listen to the radio because her dad would be at work, and she would score the game for him. So that when he came home, can you imagine? Because they didn't have a TV. So she would listen to the radio. And I love that. Wait till next year. It's one of my favorite books. And Doris Kearns Goodwin is also a historian. So she's on MSNBC quite a bit.
Oh, that's
yeah. And she's older now. So she's one of these like national treasures that we need to really respect. But I highly recommend reading that book. And then she moved to Boston with her family, and then became a Red Sox fan because she was so upset that the Dodgers had moved. So she's.
You also like that Ken Burns documentary on baseball is also.
Ken Burns.
Yeah,
Ken Burns has a documentary on baseball, also fantastic. Here's a documentary right here to tell us too.
Oh my God! Look who's here! Andy Prasky and Bobby Kent. You guys should know each other here. You're both Yankee fans. Both
Hey guys. Hey guys.
Hey Andy, welcome.
Hopefully see you at the stadium one day.
What does Andy think of the new rules?
Yeah, Andy, what do you think?
We think that,
You know what?
That looks like Thurman Munson.
I truthfully, I like the idea of keeping pitchers in a rhythm. I like the idea that batters can't like step out of the batter's box and take 30, 40 seconds like futzing, Wade Boggs used to do. But I used to work for Major League Baseball. I worked for them for 5 years, and I cut all those great shows.
I hope these weren't your ideas, Andy.
No, they weren't my ideas.
All right, good.
No, but I know a purist would say don't tinker with a perfect game, but when games get to be 3.5 hours, that's a long time.
Those are Yankee Red Sox games, not much else.
Yeah.
Start them earlier. Start them in the afternoon then.
TV.
I know they won't do that anymore. But,
TV dictates what they do.
Listen, if I may, I said earlier the pitch clock, the bottom of the list of the problems. They got major problems though. Okay, how about the fact that a pitcher can only throw over to first base 3 times with a man on base?
That's wrong.
Okay, so then what happens? And I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. So now they've thrown over 3 times. And what does now the runner?
Well, now the
He's
runner
got
can
a
take a huge
freebie.
lead and go, right?
He's got a freebie. The only one keeping him
Exactly.
on now is the catcher.
Yeah, they didn't think that one through.
Yeah, they didn't think.
Okay.
I don't understand.
What's the phantom runner about? What, I mean, what do they call that?
The guy on second base.
Yeah, well, that's like little league stuff.
It's
that's what I
unbelievable.
said.
So the
Because
parents can go home. You know,
exactly. It's like they can't turn the lights on.
No, I hate that. I hated that. You know, when you
That's
automatically put a guy on second base.
Terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Wait,
Yeah.
That one.
A lot
What's on second? Who's on first?
Now, does
Okay, here's another problem, if I may, because you got me going now. Because really, I've been.
Is that your basement, Anthony?
Yeah, this is my basement.
Yeah, Anthony, wait, can we show it again?
I
Anthony,
had
go,
no idea.
Look at
this
Anthony.
guy.
this is his Mets, right? And Leo, can you show my screen, please? And this is, thank you, Leo. This is my Red Sox wall here. All my Red Sox stuff up there, but
Oh,
it's
my
nothing compared to Anthony's.
Oh, I have something to show you too.
Okay, let me see what you got. I love this.
Where'd
Oh,
he
he's
go?
coming back. He's coming back. Hold on a second.
He lost weight.
It's the phantom runner. It's the
I've worked with so many baseball players, but this is one of my very favorite things. I worked with Bernie Williams, and
Wow, my
I love
favorite. I love.
I made this design, and then I can't see it,
Yeah.
and he signed it. You know, which
Oh
is really
my
really
God,
great.
that's so
Wow.
cool.
Yeah, so it's like a really nice design.
It
You
is.
know, can you see it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know that I think that Bernie Williams was the classiest Yankee of all time.
He's a
He
great
was
guitar
amazing.
player,
He's just
too.
an amazing human being.
Oh
you know?
my God, and he plays guitar.
Yeah, he's good. Hey, Maria, can I tell you
Remember
about my
classic-
memorabilia? I got one piece of memorabilia.
Yeah, tell me about
But
it.
it'd take me an hour to go find it. I have a plastic Neatix cup that they used to give you, you know, when you ordered a hot dog and an orange juice. But guess who's on it?
Ooh,
You'll never guess. One of my favorite players.
a Yankee?
I'll give you a hint. He used to go to Japan a lot to play before it was popular to go to Japan. He played center field, and he was a clutch hitter. If you need him to hit a double, he hit a double.
Was he on Boston and the Yankees?
No.
Oh, okay.
His first name was Roy.
Roy.
Roy White.
Roy White, yeah, but he played a lot of left field too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I got a Neatix cup. That's the only memorabilia I have. A
I
Neatix
got-
plastic cup.
I have more stuff than you can ever imagine. That's just what I have up there. The rest is in my closet.
I had so much memorabilia, it was unbelievable. I started giving it to my nephews and people
Right.
else.
Me
You know,
too.
it's like my attic was full of stuff. You know,
I know.
I pulled it out of the attic and put it over here.
Listen, you got to do. And during COVID, I actually I sold a lot of it too because I was out of work, and I was like,
Yeah,
you know what? You got to move some stuff. But now,
That's great.
so anybody that would understand Andy, or maybe Andy would know the answer to this. So, do you think that they would just use this season to try something out and
No.
then go back to it, or are they stuck with it now?
Never going back.
No.
You know what they do, Maria, is they test these things in minor leagues first.
Oh,
You know,
Yeah.
AA, AAA first, and then they see how it pans out, and then they bring it to the major leagues. It's like doing a Broadway show out of town.
Ah.
We have the sounds down here. They were doing this with the sounds. We have the sounds down here. It's AAA, and they
Yeah.
were doing it. I didn't like it with them either.
Yeah.
Wow.
Killing
Listen,
me.
I can't believe we've been flying by. I got to do the food section of our show. All right, so on the count of three, we all say, go ahead, keep eating. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go ahead,
Keep
keep
eating.
eating. All right, so what are we having tonight for our baseball show? I'm back on the keto because I have a show coming up in Boston on May 18th, and I have to fit into a suit that I
Not
don't.
the Yankee salad?
No, this is my baseball. So I know that at Mets, I'm at Shea Stadium, which is now City Fields, right?
Yeah.
They have fancier food than we tend to. They have nachos, do they not, Anthony?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I created a keto. I'm very proud of myself. A keto nacho salad. So I mean, what this is the nachos, the nacho chips. It's a company called Hilo. It's HILO. They're great chips. They taste like actual chips. And you can order them online or you can go to Costco and get them. And then I put some ground beef there, seasoned with taco spices, little guacamole I made fresh. So that is what we're having tonight. Okay, thank you, Leo, as our Mexican representative.
Official Ole.
And then Anthony is a restaurateur, so he knows. And then for a nice summer salad, I have, these are called spring greens. So I have spring greens, beautiful Campari tomatoes, radishes, baby cucumbers, and I put this seasoning on it from Trader Joe's called Green Goddess, which has like a bunch of great stuff, like oregano and parsley and just delicious things, and basil. So all in one. And I'm going to put a, it's called Fini, Fini. It's a delicious balsamic vinegar, the best I've ever had. They sell it at Whole Foods, so it's, it's super expensive. But it's the best balsamic I've ever tasted. And I am going to put a Milanese gremolata olive oil on that. And that is going to be so good for dessert. Now, because I'm on the keto, I don't have anything too exciting, but let me show you. So, because I'm always, if you want to lose weight really quickly for something, you go back on the keto. So, I have strawberries tonight, and then peanuts, because, peanuts for the game. Strawberries, you know why? Because wasn't Darryl Strawberry the only player that played for one of the only players that played for the Mets and the Yankees?
Yep.
Well, there were quite a few.
And the Dodgers.
And the Dodgers.
Yeah,
so now I will put a little whipped cream here and make it even better. Look at that.
Wow.
And I can eat that. I can eat that on keto. Daryl, right. Oh,
You
my
had
God.
nachos over there, Maria?
I made them keto nachos.
I know this great Mexican soul food place you should try. It's called Nacho Mama.
Oh.
You know what? I think it does actually. I think it actually exists.
I think they serve that nacho cheese there.
Well, in Mexico, in Puerto Vallarta, there's a place called Nacho Daddy's, which is a great place to go.
I love that. I love Puerto Vallarta. I think it's beautiful.
Hi, Rena. I'm sorry. I didn't say hello to Rena.
Rena is so nice. She's a Red Sox fan, but you're always nice to her. Oh, my God. So we have like 1 minute left, but this show flew by. But here's what I think. I would like to go around, as I always do. Like, I'm as frustrated as you guys are about these new rules. But so Andy says we're not going to change them, right?
No.
Okay. So I guess we're stuck with them for now. The world is changing, and apparently us old dogs have to just suck it up, right?
No bueno.
No bueno. All right. So let's go around and say of all the new rules, what our least favorite one is. I'm going to start with the guy on second base. That bothers me the most. Anthony, what do you think?
I don't like the advertising patch on their uniform.
Oh, that's a
Little League, right? Very Little League.
Unbelievable how bad that is.
Wow.
Yankees will never do it. I don't think, right? They don't have it. The Yankees will probably be the only team in baseball not to do it. Anyway, that's fine. Go ahead.
Chris, what do you think?
It's the guy on second base.
The guy on second base. It's
It
just
just, just seems unnatural. And
and
we can say the same thing as someone else?
yeah, you could say the same thing as someone. I mean, you can go with a new one. I mean, Leo, what do you think?
He didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
I want the Dodger dog back. No, actually,
I don't blame you. I would be upset about that. It's like the Fenway Frank. We have the Fenway Frank.
Ever since we had the first strike, baseball's never been the same for me. So I like going to the games and experiencing and watching it. I like the slow times, but we're moving with the times.
Yeah.
Time's speeding up. The game's got to speed up. So
yeah.
How many people are actually watching the game? All those kids are there on their TikTok anyway, filming it while they're watching. So
right.
Well, let me just. This is one of my favorite sayings by Ernie Banks, and you know what this is. There's sunshine, fresh air, and the teams behind us. Let's play two.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's baseball.
Okay, and when they play two, they're only 7 innings.
Well, now, yeah, exactly.
Is that next? Double headers?
It's been that way.
Who knows? Who knows what they're going to do? I feel like
if it was up to the players' union, they would not play double headers. No.
Double headers is 7 innings. Well, if they have a rain out, they have to play a double header.
Right. But the players' union hates it.
Wow. And Bobby, what do you think, buddy?
Well,
Times are changing,
it's the,
right?
it's the runner on second base, and I wish I could watch the Yankees on WPIX because I have a hell of a time finding it here. Down here, all they got down here is Braves games.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
You
Sure.
got to buy the MLB thing.
I'm
Yeah.
not buying shit. Oops, sorry.
No, it's
No,
that's okay. You can say that. That's all right.
Well, you can download the Yes app and pay for it. And watch
That's
it.
true. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing
Oh, look at that! Say
later
that
in the
again.
season.
You know what else? You know what else is a good app? It's called At Bat. Oh wow! Look at that, John.
Wow.
That's
My
great.
mother caught this baseball.
Wow!
Wow, that's amazing.
Giants, Dodgers, Polo Grounds.
What
They're
year
playing
was
one
that?
That's amazing. Yeah.
Looks photoshopped.
1954.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she was a
Hey,
Giant.
Maria, can I say one quick thing?
Of course.
This is a testimonial to you guys. You know, it's been pretty rough down here in Nashville. I've been in a pretty dark mood, and I haven't really even watched a baseball game, right? I haven't felt like going out or anything. You guys brought baseball to me, and this is just very serendipitous that I ended up being on here talking about baseball with my New York buddies.
Yes, we were all in. Andy, we were all in Tony and Tina's wedding together. Bobby is an amazing drummer and musician, so he was in the bands, as was Lynn.
Hey,
And,
Rocco.
Yeah, I was there. I know. I was in the opening 2 seasons. I went like 3 times.
Wow. All right, and I know this is flying by, but Chris is an amazing filmmaker and has web series and does all this great stuff. You have a new episode of Gavon's Produce now. When is that coming out?
It's coming out this weekend. As soon as Lynn Portis can get me that music, I'm waiting, Lynn.
She's very busy.
I'll write it tonight. What do you think?
But yes, check it out with Silvana Mastrolia, the beautiful Amanda Jensic, the handsome Artie Pasquale, Chris Greco, Eric Van Zanten, and maybe soon Anthony Barilli. We'll see if we can crowbar him.
Yeah, he's hard to get. All right, so if
That's
people
another
want,
episode of this show.
if people want to go and watch Gavon's Produce on YouTube, they can find it.
Yes.
Okay, Gavones, Gavon's Produce. Go and check it
Michael
out.
Ciccarelli right there.
It's really funny, and there's a lot of us have.
Look at
little-
that zoom in.
Hey, who's that guy right
There
there?
you go.
This is
All
the
right.
Michael Corleone shot.
Oh, I love that.
Oh yeah.
We have come to the end of our show. I can't believe it. It flew by, but I want to, Andy and Bobby, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
Thank you for
inviting
inviting.
me.
That was great.
I just saw that you were commenting, and I was like, wouldn't it be great if we could pop them in?
Baseball, I can't resist.
No, I know. Me neither. Anthony, if not for you, who would be representing the Mets? That's all I'm saying. Thank you.
I
Chris,
was a Ron Hunt fan.
what, honey?
I was a Ron Hunt fan.
I love that. I love
remember
that.
the early Mets, sure.
There was some great
Definitely
Mets.
early.
Who didn't love Seaver? I mean, we all did. I
Oh,
think we we're all
God,
in love
yeah.
with Seaver as
I
kids.
went to a lot of Mets games. I lived near the Shea.
And also Mike Piazza, one of the nicest human beings in the world.
Who stood me up for a shoot one day? So that was
What?
Yeah, I don't
All
have
right.
a good story about him. But
I'm mad at him
I'm
now.
not going to trash him, but he really put me in a bind. But Buddy Harrelson was always one of my favorites.
And Lee Mazzilli.
Oh, Lee
Mazzilli
Mazzilli was
great too. Yeah,
We
absolutely.
worked with him.
he was in our show with us.
I got
Oh my
a picture of
god.
me and him and Sharon.
Oh my god. Shout out to Sharon. If anybody talks to
Steve
Sharon.
Garvey, Ron Say used to hang out. My dad had lunch with Lasorda a couple times, so I remember the old Dusty Baker. That team, that was my team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I
Well,
love
it's
those
amazing
guys.
how there's a synergy between the Yankees and the Mets, even though, the fans. But, when you think about Casey Stengel, Yogi Berra, Willie Randolph, there's
Yeah.
so many connecting factors.
Even Joe Torre, right? Wasn't Joe
Yeah,
Torre?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there's so many things, Darryl Strawberry pitched for the Yankees.
David Cohn.
David Cohn.
David
right.
Cohn, right? I mean, you can
Oh, I
go
love
on and on
David
and on.
Cohn. I love David
And,
Cohn.
the New York teams, even though the fans are like, divisive, no,
Yeah.
the two teams have always had this cohesiveness to it.
Yeah, yeah,
Joe
yeah.
Torre was a player manager.
Hey.
He played third base and managed the team at the same time.
That's incredible.
Right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right. Sadly, our show has come to an end, but you guys made it. There's the Dodger, like the Dodger dog. We have to end. I can't believe that. Wow.
A moment of silence, please.
For the Dodger dog. I had myself a Dodger dog when I was in LA a couple
Is
years
that bean
ago.
sprouts on there?
You know what? It's California.
If it's
probably
LA, it's got to have bean sprouts on
bean
it.
sprouts.
You know
for
what?
sure.
Probably now, that's probably what replaced it.
Oh my God, so sad. So sad.
Marie, I'm sorry. Alex Salvaggio is going to make his acting debut on Galvone's Produce.
Oh, okay.
Name.
Oh,
Very good friend of
right,
ours in
Alex.
Miss Lynn. Yes.
Yes, that's right. I can't wait. All right,
Yes.
so Gavone's Produce, go and check that out online. And a new episode is coming out. It's amazing. I can't say enough about it. Justine loved the show. She says, go Mets. I want to thank everybody, Anthony Barilli, Chris DiPiero, Andy Prasky, Bobby Kent, and my love, my sidekick, Leo Rodriguez.
Yay!
Thank you, everybody. We love and appreciate you. And next week, guess who's going to be on our show?
Who?
Me?
Amanda McBroom. Yes, the
Wow.
Amanda McBroom. Amazing songwriter. She wrote The Rose and
Yeah.
a ton of other stuff. And she is a lovely, lovely person. And she's going to be with us next week. So please come back for that. Thank you, everybody.
What time does the show start?
Thank
The
you,
show
Maria.
starts at 9. Thank you, Andy.
You're done.
Show
Okay.
starts at 9. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
See you next week.
Good night,
everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Good ball.
Bye, guys.
Damn.
Aim for the wall.